everyone, my name is Frankie, and welcome to a Movie a Day Challenge. Today is day number 267, and September 24th, 2018. Today I'll be watching the 1971 science fiction film, THX 1138. Now, in each episode of a Movie a Day Challenge, I pick one film that I've never seen before, and then I take that movie's movie poster and place it to the side of it. I do this because I absolutely have no idea of what the film that I'm about to watch is about. And being that I absolutely have no clue about the film or what it's about, I feel like I need to draw some type of conclusion of what I think the film may be about, based solely on the movie poster itself. In saying this, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1971 science fiction film movie poster to THX 1138. Now, upon looking at this movie poster, I feel like it's got a similarity to another science fiction film, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. And I only say that because I'm looking at this poster and I see an image of a cop. And it sort of reminds me of the person from Terminator 2 that goes after Arnold Schwarzenegger. I apologize if I don't know the correct Terminator term of what number it was, but not the movie number, it's Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but what specific machine that was called, like the T-1000 or something like that. I apologize ahead of time. But for that scene when he turns and gets the cop uniform, that's what I'm looking at. It looks just like the Judgment Day movie. You know, it's a little odd. So, you can see a cop and, you know, someone, it's a picture of a cop with someone. Looks like a person in the hospital, but like a sick person. But aside from that, it's not really any information towards what I'm expecting from this movie. I'm feeling that it's got to do with police officers and sick people. You know, as you know, I don't read the quote or, you know, subcontext of a movie poster. I never do that. I just look at the poster and tell you how I feel about it. But from what I see, this is a really vague movie poster that I don't know what it could be about. I have no idea. I'm just going to say it's going to deal with space cops and people in hospitals. I'm looking forward to watching it, but at the same time, I don't know what to expect. I'm looking forward to sitting down and enjoying the 1971 science fiction film, THX 1138. Now, after I finish analyzing the movie poster itself, I then let you, the viewer, know that I'm going to go ahead and watch THX 1138. Before I go and do that, I want to let you, the viewer, know that after I finish watching THX 1138, I then come back and tell you a little bit about the film. However, I don't go in great detail about the movie. You see, I don't release any major spoilers about the film, nor do I tell you anything about the plot of the film either. Why? Well, because I don't want to ruin your chance of watching a really great film for the first time. And since this is also my first time watching THX 1138, I wouldn't want anyone to spoil the film for me by telling me any major spoilers about the movie, or ruining the plot and enjoyment of the film by telling me the plot of the film for myself too. I don't want to do that. I want you to enjoy this film for what it's worth and be entertained by it. Now, in case you have previously seen THX 1138 previously, then please feel free to substitute this film for another film of your choosing. This way you can participate in a Movie a Day Challenge and possibly watch each film along with me as I go along. In saying that, I'm going to go ahead right now and watch the 1971 science fiction film THX 1138, and then I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit about the film. I'll be right back. I just finished the 1971 science fiction film THX 1138, and I want to let you, the viewer, know that THX 1138 is a horrible film. I'm sorry. I know I've said movies have sucked before, and I know I've said that, like, I wouldn't say a movie was horrible, but damn, this movie is horrible. I'm talking about this film has absolutely no background story to it. You're supposed to just go with the flow of a film. You're supposed to get an idea of what's happening, but there's no backstory. So you witness a bunch of actors act out their little parts, and they go whatever is going on within it, but there's no backstory. Great films have a backstory to them. There was none here. I got to understand what was the context of it and what was currently going on for them at that time, but no backstory towards the actual idea of the film. It basically made me feel like I was in limbo, just staying there with nothing to view. There are scenes that are absolutely ridiculous that this movie left me dumbfounded. We're talking about a movie that had a bunch of actors sitting on like the ground with a white room around them. Just a white room. And there's people talking within the room, and there's actors acting out parts, but you don't know the whole story about why these people are here in the first place. They're just put in a room. Okay? Then there are some characters that have a little bit of a story, but no explanation towards the overall theme of the film. And then the climax of the film leads you to another famous ripoff, I'm going to say ripoff, another ripoff of a famous movie of the 70s that I'm not going to reveal. Film in itself, totally, in my opinion, not great at all. Production, it was good, you know. There was a lot of money that went into this movie. The acting, total downer. I didn't feel anything from any of the cast members in this movie. Visual and special effects, nothing to brag about. You know, would I recommend the 1971 science fiction film THX 1138 to a family member or friend? Nope, definitely not. No way. Would I watch it again? No. No. And I'm going to point this out. This movie is written by and directed by George Lucas of Star Wars. Okay? Not going to explain to you how I feel about that. All I'm going to say is that I feel like this film is basically somebody's drug trip that they felt that they needed to do. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this. George Lucas probably got high off of drugs one day. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but wrote out this film. I feel like this is more of a bad dream that George Lucas had that he had to say. And the worst part about this, Francis Ford Coppola backed this movie, right? The Godfather, Francis Ford Coppola, had a backing towards this film. I don't know what people saw in this film, but this vision of this movie, horrible, as I said. But, reminder, as I say in all my episodes, this is my review. My opinion of the film. When you watch this film, you'll have your own opinion about it. This is solely my opinion and my views about this film. You may like it, you may not like it. But they're just my opinions about it. Now, if you like today's episode, you see that thumbs up underneath this video? Click it. Give us a like for today's episode. As you're doing that, maybe you've seen the 1971 science fiction film THX 1138 and liked it. Maybe you've seen it and you didn't like it. Maybe you're interested in watching the film, you're watching my review about it, and you're going to go ahead and watch the film and then come back and say something about it. Well, whichever of the three just tell me. Whichever of the three it may be. Tell me down below. Right there in the comment box down below. And as you're doing that, you see that word subscribe underneath this video? Click it. Subscribe to A Movie A Day Challenge. Now, tomorrow is day number 268 of A Movie A Day Challenge, and I'll be watching the 1984 science fiction film, 1984. My name is Frankie. I will be here tomorrow for day number 268 and the 1984 science fiction film, 1984. I will see you tomorrow.